This thing here, just so. The Yo-Yo Dive Show salute. It's all hot I see. We live on YouTube. We live on YouTube. We gonna broadcast to the four corners of the planet on their tube. I want to give an extra special shout out to my newest subscribers, and they are as follows: Mr. Jay Butler and Stingray Cool. I want to give a shout out to my channel judges, and they are as follows: Spicy Kai Wax Dog, the definition of anarchy, No Nonsense Stucky, a sense of Carter Club, States Girl of Texas, All Media Access News, Mrs. Money to You, Sheila Cherry, Carolina Hillbilly 1961, Aisha of Memphis, Snap Shawty and Jay Dunn, both of Mississippi, Dave Durango, The Miss Yo-Yo Show, Angela M, Cindy Briggs, Triumphant Tiff, California Dreaming in NYC, Hot in Cali, Unstoppable Live, thank you for sharing the stream, me brother. Jay's Off-Brand TV, Baltimore City Stand Up, Crown Empress, SF Rose, The Lockhart Perspective, Black Spring with Autumn, Intelligence Done Right, Soldier Pijat, TR9 Eric X, and last but certainly not least, Bronx Bread, Sugar Sister Stacy. I also want to give an extra special shout out to their tube CEO, not yours or mine, but their tube CEO, Susan Wojcicki. My name is Derek C. Williams, and I'm just one man in the comment section on YouTube. The title of this presentation will be called Population Control Advocate. I saw a content creator who was banned from YouTube, and my day is probably gonna come because he has some controversial positions on this whole pandemic, and so it's always good to have backup channels. So I have two. All right. So I may not be able to go live, but I can put up content as I see fit, uncensored. So you know my day is coming, and if you speak your mind, everybody gonna get their day. And this just goes to show you that there's definitely censorship afoot. It happens. All right. So while I'm still have a platform, we're gonna go and talk a little bit. It's only right. So let me check this top chat here before we get it going. All right. Donna Johnson, Unstoppable. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. The Warrior Lord, one of my most loyal supporters. Thank you, my brother. All right. So yeah. So anyway, this content creator in question has over 250,000 subscribers, and they still got it. So me, I ain't got but a little bit over 3,200. So that's why I say if they can hit him, they can hit me. But he said something. He said he wanted to be a population control advocate for the simple fact that everybody's taking a jab. It's my understanding that Spike Lee and Stephen L. Screaming A. Smith have taken the jab, and I say heaven help them. It's an experimental thing, ain't no doubt about it. Excuse me. And so, you know, I say more power to those who wish to take it. Although this thing is experimental in nature, it's not a vaccine in the conventional sense. All right, Spicy Kai, salute. Okay, let me check this top chat. Okay, thank you, young lady.
You're welcome.
Bless your heart. Yeah, let me check this. Let me see. The Warrior Lord, YouTube clamping down on all channels that promote anything against St. Ives 19 and vaccines. You ain't lying. Yeah, and I also want to prayers up in the stream, if you would, please, for Theresa Myers, Unstoppable. She unfortunately she lost her mama. My mama passed in 2002, and only a person who has lost a mama can even begin to articulate that feeling. But in the funniest way, me and my brother, we was talking. Excuse me. We were talking that in a funny way, it's kind of freeing. I can't put it into words. Here, hold on for a minute. Salute to the chat. Let me take me a swig. Got this golden monkey. Golden monkey is 9.5% alcohol content by volume. All right. And we got this Captain Morgan's rum. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So yeah, so I want to also, if y'all would please, for the people that are in the stream, please put excuse me, prayer emojis in the stream for Theresa Myers Unstoppable. Let me check this top chat here. All right. All right, well, you more than welcome, Warrior Lord. Now, my moderators who I sent information to, they aren't in the building as a, well, no, one of them, it's all hot areas. All right, but I'm just gonna, so I'm gonna have to lean on you, Warrior Lord. Warrior Lord, and it's all hot air. If you would please, I want y'all to drop this link in the stream for me. This is out of Life Site News. So it's all hot air. It's all hot air. And Warrior Lord, if you would please, I want y'all to drop this link in the stream for me. All right, so I'm gonna leave this up. So I want y'all to type this into any search engine, and I want y'all to put this link in the stream. Salute to the chat. Salute to Unstoppable Live. I just saw he went live. Bless his heart. Yeah. So we're about 6 minutes exactly into this live presentation. And the title of the presentation is called Population Control Advocate. Now, again, this particular content creator was saying, since everybody wants to take the jab, he say he want to give it to people. And I didn't have my come to Fauci moment too. If you can't beat them, join them. So anybody who want to take the thing, go on and take it. All right? Yeah. So there you go. So any of the moderators, if you would please, I want y'all to put this link in the stream for me. This is out of Life Site News. All right. No, not that one. Not that. No, not. It's all hot air. You jumped the gun. Not that one. Not that one. No, I want you to put this one in there. I'm gonna make you a good moderator if it kills me. All right, so this is what I want in here, not that one. You jumped the gun. That's later on in the stream. But let me go and read it anyway. This is out of Life Site News. UK, 35 people deaf and 25 blind after taking the mRNA jab. Among people in the UK. All right, let me see here. Miss Lackey, salute. Miss Lackey, if you would please, thank you. Miss Lackey, if you would please, I want you to put this link in the stream for me, all right? I sent you this morning, all right? So if you would please, Miss Lackey, I want you to drop this link in the stream for me, all right? It's all hot air, jump the gun. Bless her heart. It's all hot air. I still got hope. I'm holding out hope on you, girl, all right? But let me go on here. All right, let me check this top chat one more time before we get it going. Yeah. Oh, kissing Unstoppable Ace. Wagwan. Shout out and respect you to all Unstoppable crew members. Amongst people in the UK, 35 cases of deafness and 25 cases of blindness have been reported by people who have taken the experimental jab. The numbers are derived from the UK Yellow Card Vaccine Reporting Scheme, which is the British equivalent to the American Centers for Disease Control, VAERS, and VAERS stands for Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System. Both Pfizer's and AstraZeneca jabs were given temporary authorization in the UK by the Medicine and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency. All right? Since, the former in mid-December 2020 and the latter at the beginning of January 2021. Since then, the Yellow Card scheme has flagged a combined 191,000 individual adverse events, side effects, or varying degrees of injury. Of the recorded injuries, AstraZeneca's vaccine consistently performed worse, accounting for 60% of all vaccine events and 58% of deaf and blind reports. Kissing Unstoppable, thank you for sharing the stream. Additionally, of 402 fatalities, 197 were reported following the use of the Pfizer formula and 205 after taking the AstraZeneca vaccine. As a matter of fact, they just had a case a few days ago where a 39-year-old woman, she dropped dead a few days after taking the vaccine. But of course, we can't say that. Again, correlation does not equal causation. The latest data, Ms. Lackey, thank you for sharing the stream. The latest data, which runs up to February 19th and was published on February 22nd, reveals a plethora of debilitating side effects. But this has not alarmed officials at the MHRA, who maintain that there is no new safety concerns that have been identified from the reports received to date. Well, I just read you the opposite. So somebody's clearly lying. Something is rotten in London. The regulator doubled down on supporting the jab, stating that the expected benefits of the jab in preventing St. Ives 19 and serious complications associated with it far outweigh any known side effects, including deafness, blindness, or death. All right? A pattern of adverse effects results have been established regarding the Pfizer vaccine, which can be seen by examining the use in the U.S. All right? And in the U.S., there have been a recorded 19,907 cases of adverse events, arising from taking the jab, 64% of which are linked to the Pfizer jab and 36% attributed to the Moderna equivalent jab. In the U.S., in the United States, VAERS reported 23 cases of complete deafness and 27 of unilateral deafness. The Pfizer jab making up 76% of the complainants. Additionally, there have been 29 cases of partial or complete blindness. Experimental vaccine program in Israel, and I'm gonna get to Israel because they scary as hell. They scary as hell what they doing in Israel. The experimental mRNA vaccine program in Israel are returning grim results with a new analysis of vaccine-related deaths demonstrated in dramatic rise in both young and elderly patients dying after taking the Pfizer jab. Upon investigation, all right, of the vaccine rollout there, you have to forgive my name, Dr. Hervé Sigelman, a member of the Medicine Marseille University, and engineer Haim Yativ revealed that the Pfizer mRNA jab killed, and this is a quote, about 40 times more elderly people than the disease would have itself. So there you have it for that story. So again, Ms. Lack, if you could put this link in the stream, people is going blind and they losing their hearing upon catching this thing. But of course, like I said, correlation does not equal causation. So just because they took the jab don't mean nothing happened. So all this is conspiracy theory. So let me check this top chat here as we continue. Anarchy TV, salute. Jen Lawrence Senior, what's good with you? Miss Lackey. Okay. Miss Lackey, this is the link right here. Miss Lackey, this is the link right here. This is out of LifeSite News. All right? So you got me? Salute to the chat. Salute to Kissy Unstoppable H. Thank you for sharing the stream. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna move on to the next one. So Ms. Lackey, you had to keep up now. You know I be running fast now. So let me check this top chat here. There you go, Ms. Lackey. Okay, Maxine Cambani. Okay, I think I seen you in Unstoppable Live videos. If so, type yes. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Maxine Cambani is in Unstoppable Lives all the time. So bless up on herself. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. All right. So Miss Lackey, we're gonna put this next stream in that. Oh, thank you, Miss All Hot there. Yes, while it's on my mind. Oh, there she go. Shout out and respect due to the 18. Check. It's All Hot there. Just put a link in the stream for what's called medical racism. Medical racism was done by Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Children's Health Defense. I strongly suggest y'all leave me alone right now and go and sign up so you can watch that documentary. It's less than an hour of your time, but they're showing you a history of medical experimentation done on Black and brown people. All right. So it's All Hot Air. Put the link in the stream for medical racism. It's free to watch on the Children's Health Defense website. All right. So let me check this top chat here. Theresa Myers, whoa, there she go. Shout out and respect due to Miss Yo-Yo. I did a support video for Miss Yo-Yo this morning. So Miss Yo-Yo, if you would please, I want you to go to my YouTube channel and put your own video support video that I put in the stream for you, all right? No, Miss Lackey, man, Miss Lackey, come on, man. What you apologizing for? Now, Miss Lackey, I'm at to come at you, man. You ain't have to apologize to me for nothing. You Gucci with Derek, all right? All right? So yeah, it's all. I'm sorry, Miss Lackey. I want you to put this link in the stream. Now remember, I said that this video was called Population Control Advocate. So I say free vaccines to all y'all, including family. Anybody that want to take the jab, you go right ahead. But I just showed you where this thing is making folks blind and it's making people deaf, allegedly. Doctors are having stillborn births. They having babies that die on them. Okay. All right. So Miss Lack, I want you to put this link in the stream. If you remember, the United States government actually gave smallpox to the Native Americans in blankets. So again, Miss Lackey, I want you to put this link in the stream for me. This is out of Natural News. Salute the baby Nyla. Yeah, so we're about 15 minutes into this live presentation. And again, I am a population control advocate. I'm gonna give y'all a little quote. Now, a lot of y'all was watching this whole nonsense with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And why? Y'all have to know that the British Crown will never, they will never accept blacks. They will never accept them. But I'm going to give you a quote, and any of the moderators, the A team, you're here. The A team, I want to put you to work. In 1988, Prince Philip said a quote that I will never forget. Prince Philip of England said this, and this is a direct quote. This is homework for the A team. I want you to put this link in the stream if you can find it, and I'm sure you can. In the event that I am reincarnated, I want to return as a deadly virus in order to contribute something to the problem of overpopulation. That's a direct quote from Prince Philip in 1988. So if he can say this about the general public, what do you think he thinks about Meghan Markle and the rest of the crown? But I'm seeing all these videos that are done by content creators regarding Meghan Markle. They will never accept that woman. They would never accept her. What Prince Harry should have done was abdicated everything and step off. They would never accept them. So that was just a waste of time doing that bullshit interview. And like, that was shocking that these people would talk about them and all this old other nonsense. I didn't watch none of that bullshit, to be honest with you. Just why? Why? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Spicy Cow. Old head deuce. Okay, here you go. Spicy Cow put it up there, but Miss Lackey, your turn. All right. Old head deuce, salute. Negretta Harris, Negretta Harris, unstoppable. Shout out of respect due to all unstoppable crew members. Anarchy TV, I see you. Yeah. All right. Let me go down here. Anarchy TV. I think just recently YouTube published how many videos. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they knocking off everybody. So you know my time coming. I know that. Okay, my time is coming. I know. My days are numbered. I know that. All right. Okay, Warrior Lord. But funny you said that because Queen Charlotte, who was a mulatto of Germany stock, married King George III, and Queen Victoria is the granddaughter. Yeah, it's black. The black presence is all throughout Europe. This is well known, but still, you got the wrong complexion. They will never accept me. So black people have to accept that as fact. I mean, okay. Turns out some people are completely immune to, yeah. So it seems. So yeah, so Miss Lackey, here you go right here. So again, remember, the United States government was confirmed to put smallpox in blankets. And so here we are with the regime commander, Joe Biden, sending these people. Biden releasing St. Ives 19 infected illegal aliens into Texas, reminiscent of early American settlers giving smallpox infected blankets to the Native Americans. Almost 200 years ago, tens of thousands of Native Americans died of smallpox while white Europeans traded with them, deliberately handing them blankets carried with it the infectious disease. The white man wanted the land and the resources, and the ends justified the means in their eyes. Forget about ethics and morals. Imagine my shock. You shouldn't, all right? The white insurgents are taking over. It was quite the insidious strategy to spread disease in order to win battles and eventually win the war from sea to shining sea without even barely fighting. Okay, let me check here. Okay. Don Diva Unstoppable. Shout out and respect due to all unstoppable crew members. All right? Yeah. Smallpox and blankets, this quote will never be forgotten. And that brings us to the matter at hand in Texas happening right now. All right? Joe Biden's so-called border control just released more than 100 infected migrants into the southern region of Texas, just as Governor Greg Abbott of Texas opened up Texas for business to run at full capacity and zero mandates. And also my great state of Mississippi, shout out to Tate Reeves, he did the same thing. And you should, none of this stuff is founded in science. We should have never locked down to start with. And I got a video coming up tomorrow where Fauci even says that, okay? All right, let me see. Biden visited Texas, then spread St. Ives 19 migrants around. All right, there was genocide via biological warfare. All right, even before mad scientists in laboratories worked in laboratories and conspired to create dirty vaccines and toxic chemotherapy. Now it's just another power grab. As soon to be a land grab of the most evil nature as we witnessed, and they call him China Joe, the spread of China virus as an attack on Texas. And Texas is a state that has considered secession. I don't know if none of y'all know this, but Texas is thinking about breaking away from the United States. Look into it for yourself, all right? Governor Abbott roared back at Biden for his atrocity and called it unethical and immoral outright act of bioterrorism. And this is a quote from Abbott. The Biden administration was releasing illegal aliens into our communities who had COVID. The Biden administration was spreading COVID in South Texas yesterday. This quote continues. This is totalitarianism. If guilty, Biden should be impeached just for starters. All right? Let me see here. So we're going to move on down. The story is so blatant to anyone with a brain. Meanwhile, Abbott erupted on Twitter a few nights ago, and this is a quote from him. Continue. The Biden administration is recklessly releasing hundreds of illegal aliens who have this thing into Texas communities. The Biden administration, and this is in capital letters, the Biden administration must immediately end this callous act that exposes Texans and Americans to COVID. So there you have it for that story. So again, Ms. Lackey, if you have not already, I want you to put this link in the stream, all right? And it's the A-team. I hope you found that quote, because I'm going to check this top chat here and see what you got for me. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Lackey. All right. So the A-team did not drop that link for me. Okay, let me see. Okay, the A-team's still in here. Okay, so any of the moderators, I want y'all to find a quote from Prince Philip in 1988. And he said, in the event that I am reincarnated, I would like to return as a deadly virus in order to contribute something to the problem of overpopulation. There's another quote by Ted Turner, the founder of CNN. It's real simple and to the point. The founder of TNT, TBS, and CNN, the owner of the Atlanta Braves and the owner of the Atlanta Hawks, said that a 95% reduction in population would be ideal. But never mind the fact that he got about 7 children. All right, so let me check this top chat here. So any of the moderators, anything you heard me just say, okay, give me the title. Okay, what Spicy Cow put it in there. I'm gonna give you this one here, Miss Lackey. I'm gonna give you this one here. All right, Spicy Cow. Do you know that Facebook won't let me share that Biden post? Yeah. Every text censorship. What can I tell you? Okay, so Miss Lackey, this is for you. And I don't know if it's divine intervention or just was his time. I don't know. Excuse me. So, Ms. Lackey, I want you to put this link in the stream for me. So I don't know, you judges, this divine intervention. I'm gonna let y'all think about it while I take this little swig here, because let me clear my throat, like DJ Cool say. Now feel it. The diva unstoppable. We already dying out here. How would that be smart? Okay, I didn't see what old head do say. Leoma Burton. Oh, Miss Leoma, salute to you. Welcome in here. Miss Leoma, if you're, because I've never been to your channel. If you are a content creator, let me know. So if so, my moderators will drop your link in the stream. But this is for Miss Lackey. All right, so Miss Lackey, I want you to drop this link in the stream for me. We're about 25 minutes into this live presentation. And the title of the presentation is called Population Control Advocate. So I advocate that all y'all, all 20 of y'all, anybody who want to take the jab, Screaming A. Smith, sincerely yours, Nadia A. Thank you for sharing the stream. Screaming A. Smith has taken his first dose of the jab. Spike Lee has taken the jab. I just saw a PSA where George Bush W, Barack Hussein Obama, aka Barry Soetoro, Bill Clinton, and former President Jimmy Carter, all four of them and their wives allegedly took the jab, if you can believe that. All right. Derek, my old ass can't see. Okay, read the title. Okay. Spicy Kai. Thank you, young lady. Bless your heart. Spicy Kai, this is for you. Doctor who mocked coronavirus vaccine refusers dies days after getting jabbed. Let me repeat again. Doctor who mocked coronavirus vaccine refusers dies days after getting jabbed. Did I see observing stuff? Okay, salute the observing stuff. All moderators, please drop observing stuff's link in the stream, please. So this is out of natural news, but I see Miss Lackey dropped the link. So Spicy Kai, you can pick up what Miss Lackey put on there, and you can copy and paste that. All right. So I don't know. Is this divine intervention or it just is time? I don't know. Remember, again, just like I said a few minutes ago, causation does not mean correlation does not mean causation. Right. Right. Okay, just days after getting injected with the St. Ives 19 jab, I can't pronounce his name, a Polish doctor named Whitbold, who openly mocked vaccine skeptics, died from the jab. The official story is that the doctor died of heart failure, but it is painfully obvious that he suffered the most adverse event of all associated with the jab, death. He was getting injected, and it's a video for this too. While he was getting injected, the doctor arrogantly told the camera, vaccinate yourself to protect yourself, your loved ones, friends, and patients, and loved ones. And that's actually not true because, again, they got facts all over the place. They did a study over in Wuhan, China with 19 million patients, no asymptomatic spread. So by definition, there is no need to wear a mask. You can look into this for yourself. He went on to make fun of anti-vaxxers and anti-COVIDers who take issue with the fact, like me, who take issue with the fact that the vaccine has never had long-term safety tests, nor are manufacturers liable in the event of injury or death. Real quick, in 1986, the vaccine companies, I'm sure many of y'all know this, but they were indemnified, which means if you get killed or you get autism or anything like that, you can't sue the vaccine makers. However, there is a vaccine, a secret vaccine for it, and I say secret, in Washington, D.C. And to date, they have paid out over $4.3 billion in compensation for vaccine-injured children and young adults. But they say vaccines are safe and effective. Look into it for yourself. And this is a continued quote. And this is from the deceased doctor. And not to mention, quickly, I have info for anti-vaxxers and anti. If you want to contact Bill Gates, you can do this through me. I can also provide you from my organism, the 5G network. And I am sorry I hadn't spoke for a little bit because I was just getting autism. Let me read you what this dude said in jest to people. He the fuck out of here. This is what he said. Quote, and to mention quickly, I have info for anti-vaxxers and anti-COVIDers. If you want to contact Bill Gates, you can do this through me. I can also provide for you from my organism, the 5G network. I am sorry I hadn't spoken for a bit, but I was just getting autism. So there you have it for that story. So he's out of here. And so how do they say it? Good riddance to bad rubbish. Salute to him. I'm a drink for him. Him first. You feel what I'm talking about? So let me check this top chat. So yeah, Joshua McClain, salute. Picks game, and I see you. Thank you for dropping it, observing stuff. Thank you, Miss Lackey. You on the job. Picks game and salute. If y'all would please, I need Pix Gaming's link dropped as well. All right, thank you. So we 30 minutes time. They ain't time go fast. Anarchy T. Oh, you stupid fool! Salute, salute to you, my man. Anarchy TV. I'm really sick and tired of these anti-freedom people. Well, we get just what we deserve. Anarchy TV. People are so. How did Thomas Jefferson say it? I think it was Thomas Jefferson. No, Benjamin Franklin. Those who give up essential liberties for a little bit of security deserve neither and will eventually lose both. And that's exactly where we are. All right? That's exactly where we are. So we getting exactly what we deserve. We getting our just desserts. We getting our just desserts. So sincere. Oh, there she go. Salute. It's all hot there. I want you to drop Sincerely Yours, New Jersey bread, I should add. I need you to drop Sincerely Yours, Nadia A's link in the stream. I'm actually doing business with Sincerely Yours, Nadia A. And actually also it's all hot there. I want you to drop Sincerely Yours, Nadia A's business platform. I think it's Cena.com or something like that. Or better still, Sincerely Yours, Nadia A. Just type out what it is and Miss Lackey or it's all hot there can take it from there. All right. So we 31 minutes into this live presentation. Pitch Game, and I miss you, brother. You need to stream more often. Well, thank you. I just do it once a week, man. A lot of people. I'm not a real big talker. I'm gonna be done in less than an hour. I just give people what I think may be of value, and I get on out. I'm not no real big. That's just not in me, you know. But thank you. And everybody be saying this for some reason. Like what I'm doing, everybody can do. This ain't nothing. This easy work. This easy work. This easy work. But nonetheless, thank you. That very humble, and it just keep me on my square. You know, I'm not gonna talk about no nonsense. You ain't gonna hear me talk about no bullshit. Meghan Markle, stuff that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. None of that matters. None of that matters. None of that matters. And I understand that people want to get away from the real world, but the fact is, you are real. You can't escape this. You are going to see this. So, am I saying you're supposed to be constantly inundated with news and information and stuff like that? No. But for black people, I'm talking about for black people, seem like all we do is foot shuffle, shuck and jive and dance all the goddamn time. I just don't come from that. I come from the golden era of hip hop, and I come from a time when information was your most valuable commodity. Chuck D once said that hip hop is black people's CNN. Okay, well, we got a platform now where we can actually make our own CNN. And I ask any of the 12 people that are in this chat right now, show me where we have any balance in our television programming, whether it's print, internet, or mainstream TV. We ain't got none. I just don't come from that. So for my little channel, for the 3,200 I got, I just be talking that real shit. That's just what I'm on. And so, you know, those who want to be in that, like I said, all this old ignorant ass Meghan Markle stupid ass shit, like that's why? Well, that shit's stupid. That shit's stupid. Again, and a lot of my content creators that I actually respect have done videos on that topic, and I'm just saying, like, for what? What the fuck do that mean in the grand scheme of things? That shit just stupid. And maybe the alcohol is talking, I don't know, but that's just what's in me. Like, that shit do not matter. All right? That shit absolutely does not matter. That shit absolutely does not matter. Whoa, there we go. Salute, shout out, and respect due to the ultimate hit, also known as the Shining Wizard. All right? DCW, my channel won't last a week without 3 strikes. Yeah, I know. Like I said, my day coming. Wagwan, bless up on herself, Joy. Yeah, so anyway, Miss Lackey, I want you to put this link in the stream. Now, I just mentioned a second ago about the state of Israel, so the so-called Holy Land. That's what they say. They say Moses was over there talking to a burning bush. That's what they say. They say that he parted the Red Sea and he got away from the Egyptians. That's what they say. You know that. You know they say a lot of stuff. You know I wasn't there. You know, so you just had to believe it or you don't. And the same thing like with St. Ives 19. You believe that there's a virus that knocked out 500,000 people or you don't. I personally don't. And the reason why is simple. The governor of the state of Washington said himself that they count gunshot deaths as St. Ives 19 deaths. So don't you think the numbers are padded? Just off that alone, you can't believe the numbers. But ignorant Spike Lee and dumbass idiot Stephen A. Smith talking about it's a pandemic. Where? When the World Health Organization back in May downgraded the thing. It's not a pandemic. The World Health Organization said themselves that they stopped calling it that a while ago. In June, I think the CDC said that within a couple of weeks to a month, this thing was going to lose its epidemic status. But you got all these educated people saying we in the middle of a pandemic. Fuck out of here. Thank you, Miss Lackey. So yeah, so there you go right here out of Life Site News. And it's going to come here. It's going to come here. Bingo. Shining wizard. A man dies in a motorcycle accident and his death. Yeah, I know. Two guys got blown up in a meth lab. Two guys got blown up in a meth lab in the summertime, and on the banner on CNN, it said right there, the most trusted name in news. They said right there that they died from this thing. How? They died from an explosion. They didn't die from that. So they saying, I heard idiot Spike Lee say today, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Spike Lee is an idiot. Spike Lee is an idiot. He's a great filmmaker, but he is an idiot. Salute to the chat. And these people should be called what they are. They are idiots. And what they're doing, they're using the dumb celebrities to convince you to take this thing. This thing had emergency use authorization, which means it bypassed all safety tests. So by definition, it is not a vaccine. It's an experiment. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? But I know people gonna take it because motherfuckers scared. This including friends and family. Heaven help you. Heaven help you. Heaven help you. This including friends and family. Heaven help you. But this gonna come here. It's gonna get us all. It's gonna get us all. It's gonna be a lot of dead folks. So yeah, so we're about 38 minutes into this live presentation. Thank you, It's All Hot Air, for dropping medical racism. I want y'all to please go sign up to watch that documentary. Very good in my opinion. All right. Spike Lee is a house slave of the master. Yeah. Spicy Kyle. Yeah, my homegirl was told that her son died from this thing. Months later, the doctor called drunk to confess. Hold up. Do y'all see? This is my first channel judge ever, Spicy Kai. Drop your own link. Do you see what my first channel judge ever just said? Let me read what she said. My homegirl was told her son died from this thing. Months later, the doctor called drunk to confess that he died from a gunshot to the head. No justice will ever come because his death certificate. Lights out. So yeah, lights out. So again, like I said, this is from lights out. And you having so many. You actually, I think I did a story where a nurse. Well, no, I got that coming. But you know what the hell would I tell you now? A nurse in New York committed suicide. She couldn't hack it. She couldn't hack it. Damn. Let me read that again. Thank you, Miss Lackey, for dropping my link. Thank you. My homegirl was told that her son died from this thing. Months later, the doctor called drunk to confess that he died from a gunshot wound to the head. No justice will come because his death certificate said this thing. Yet still, you got these black people. Let me holler at the dumb blacks. The dumb blacks is lined up to take the shot. Okay, there we go. Shout out and respect due to the Florida panelists, Shanita Marie randomly. All moderators, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. Please, I want y'all to drop Shanita Marie randomly's link in the stream, please. Florida stand up. Her cousin is Dexter Jackson. Dexter Jackson won the 2008 Mr. Olympia. Big, you want to know what I'm talking about? So yeah, that's messed up. That's messed up. Spicy Kyle, imagine how I felt when she called me crying about it. Anarchy Television, 2 days after my aunt got the jab, she had a panic attack which she never had before in her life. She's in her late 60s. They had to take her to the hospital and no one knows why. The Shining Wizard, a 28-year-old woman just took the vaccine and right, I just said, I know about the 39-year-old one, yeah. So yeah, all moderators, I want to see Shanita Marie randomly's link put in the stream. This is why all that other stuff don't matter. Meghan Markle and all that race shit don't matter. None of that matters, y'all. But I know idiot blacks, they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. So charge me for calling names. You can call me whatever you want. You call whatever you want. But one thing you won't find Derek C. Williams being a fucking idiot. None of that matters. None of that matters. This is going to come to America. It's in America. Israel has rapidly deteriorated into a segregated culture that discriminates against people who have not received the experimental jab, says Israeli citizens who are reaching out for help on media platforms. And this is a quote. It's very intense over here in Israel. I don't know how much you see, said one respondent on BitChute. Quote, it's terrible. It's a very, very, very frightening situation. They're making this green passport where half the population cannot get into theaters or malls or other sorts of things unless you have taken the vaccination. Matter of fact, in Shanita Marie randomly neck of the woods in Orlando, Florida, where the Orlando Magic play Amway's Arena, they want you to have a thing to go and watch basketball. I will never see Aaron Gordon play live again in life. All right? Part of the program dubbed Operation Back to Life, the Green Pass system restricts entry into registered gyms, theaters, hotels, restaurants, universities, secondary schools to holders of scannable vaccine passports only. I did a video the other day about that thing. Quote, this is the first step back to almost normal life. How? The Israeli government announced a number of new rules on March 6th in a statement released jointly to the Prime Minister's office. Students in grades 7 to 10 were allowed to return to class this week in jurisdictions where 70% of the population over age 50 had been shot up. Universities and other educational institutions were open for in-person classes as of Sunday to Green Pass holders only. Those who have not been jabbed will be permitted to attend online classes only. Restaurants are to allow vaccinated Green Pass holders the right to eat indoors, while non-vaccinated people are allowed to eat outside only. Violators of the government order will be fined 5,000 shekels. I had some shekels because I was in Hyper Israel, but that equals to about $1,500 US. Israeli students have been required to have the vaccine injections to allow them to sit their end of high school matriculation exams. All right. The passport is delivered by government-run websites which issue green certificates featuring a high-security scannable QR code. People in Israel are expected to present their green passport for scanning along with personal identification before entering registered buildings. The government statement issued Saturday said that the prohibition on the entry of Israeli air to the country is canceled. Quote, those holding vaccination or recovery certificates will be able to exit or enter Israel freely. All right. Israel's St. Ives 19 vaccination drive has been the fastest in the world, where 10% of the population received experimental vaccine between December 19th and the end of 2020, and 50% of the country's 9 million residents have received at least one vaccine by February 26th. All right. So there you have it for that story. So again, We're about 44 minutes into this live presentation. This is coming to a city in America near you. Yeah, observing stuff. Yes, they are. The Florida panelists. I don't think I'm going to get the vaccine. As an educator, they are urging us to get it. Of course. And imagine my shock. I have indulged in that Megan crap exactly 0 times. I could care less. Observing stuff. I don't care about that. Yeah. The doctors are paid to confuse people. Agreed. Agreed, Maxine. Miss Maxine, yes, ma'am. Anarchy Television. Any forced, coerced, or compelled vaccination of the public is a violation of the Nuremberg Code, yes. And treason to the people, yes, it is. I said a long time ago, the gyms require us to get vaccinated if they require the shining wizard. What's normal about that? Nothing. It's about control, as I've always said. Graham, is this live? Yes, it is. How you, Graham? Allowed, permitted, right? That's not free. Okay, I'm pretty sure I watched this 3 days ago. I thought, no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. No, this is live on YouTube. All right. The economy is going to fail. Only the super rich will survive. Y'all better start. Yeah. I would highly suggest y'all try to find storable food. That would be that and water and everything else. All right. Okay, I'm pretty sure I watched it. Well, welcome in, Graham. First interaction, I believe. So no, this is live on there too. So yeah. So that's a shame. That's coming in, and it's nothing you can do about it. I mean, because people are so brainwashed, and it's easy for the government to scare people. All right, so we're about 46 minutes into this live presentation. I got 3 more stories, so I got to go in rapid fire fashion. So it's all hot air. Now you can drop that link that you dropped earlier. So Dr. Fauci does research. I think everybody should. If you don't look into stuff, it's easy to confuse you and misuse you, like Malcolm X said. All right, so Shanita Marie Randomly, how do you feel about the stimulus checks that's coming out? Well, they print money. Now you can use the money, but if the money has been corrupted because they essentially just print money out of thin air. It has no backing, right? And so that is going to create what's called hyperinflation. So you notice everything is starting to shoot up right in line with the stimulus money. So they're giving you money, but you ain't gonna be able to buy nothing with it. So that's what I think about it. So now if you ain't got no money, and heaven forbid I get X'd out, I go to work. They say, look, Derek, we don't need your whole ass. Get the fuck out of here. You know, if you ain't got no money, you take what you can get. But you ain't really getting no bang for your buck. So this is why you need to invest in cryptocurrency, precious metals, you know, real estate, things like that. All right. And I have a little bit of everything. So, you know, as a matter of fact, did you know, well, I was gonna make a video about it, but I tell you now. But did you know, for all of y'all who are skeptical about cryptocurrency, most of y'all know it as Bitcoin or Ethereum, Litecoin, things like that. Any of the moderators, I want y'all to find this article and put it in the stream. Did y'all know that the United States government owns $1 billion in Bitcoin? Did you know that? So the question, if the United States government is banking on Bitcoin, but everybody is afraid of it, what does that tell you? They don't want your ass to know about it, which is why you need to get into it. I know I do. And I asked to put some on my community tab, and I will never again say anything to anybody, that's including family. I will never say not a word again about cryptocurrency, because once it hit $100,000, then you're going to see the idiots say, whoa, let me get, but then it's going to be a little bit too late. And it's always like that. Wait till old Jigaboo, Joe Campbell, or the boy that got shot 9 times, 50 Cent and all of them start talking about cryptocurrency. Then you're going to see the idiots want to pile on. Watch, mark my words. Anarchy Television, the government extorts our earning our labor and then gives us crumbs. Yes, sir. Shanita Marie Randomly. Okay, very good. You just helped yourself, Shanita Marie Randomly. You just helped yourself. That's a veritable gravy train. And many blacks, they scared of it. Just look into it. And I will pose this question. Well, you know, I said I wasn't gonna say anything about cryptocurrency. I will say this last thing about it. All the 14 people that's in this live, all y'all have email, do you not? When email first came out, you didn't understand it, right? Well, now everybody has email. They use it, but can anybody technically, from a technical aspect, can anybody explain to me how email works? Can any of the 15 people in this live, can y'all actually explain to me how email works? Spicy Kai, exactly. Buy Bitcoin through your bank and they'll shut down your account. That tells you they don't want the little people buying them. Yeah, so anyway, that's a question I'm posing to y'all. I'm gonna take a sip for Shanita Marie randomly. Does anybody in this live actually know from a technical aspect, how does my email to you get to the email, email from you gets to an email to me? Can anybody actually explain that from a technical standpoint? Salute to Shanita Marie Random. Whoa, that. Okay, shout out and respect due to 702 Smooth. Salute to you, my man. Salute. Anakin TV. If you look at that technology that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency use, it's the neural network of AI systems. It works under the blockchain. Yes. Yes. Well, I'm still waiting. Can anybody actually explain to me how email works? Because I'm trying to bring this point home so I can get on with the rest of these links. Because I sure don't. I don't understand how email works. So I'm waiting for somebody to say yes or no, and then I can continue. All right, so we're 51 minutes into this live presentation, and the title of the presentation is called Population Control Advocate. Free vaccines for all y'all. I hope all y'all get it. I want all y'all to take the vaccine. I'm going to give you another quick population quote by Eric Pianka at the University of Texas at Austin. Okay, observant stuff says he can explain it. Okay, well, he's one of the, okay, well, observant stuff. In a few words, can you explain how email works? And what I'm going to say is this. Most people can't explain how email works, but they use it anyway. And that's exactly what's going to happen with cryptocurrency. Most people won't understand the technical aspects of it, but you're free from the bank to do transactions. There is no third party. That's the beauty of it. And that's the reason why banks are afraid of it. This is why Warren Buffett disparages it. You have freedom. And that's what we're talking about. All right? Thank you. It's all hot there. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to put this link. It's all hot there. I want you to put this link in the stream for me. Now, Dr. Fauci has done a lot of research. Research is very important. Wouldn't you agree? Salute to the chat. Wouldn't you agree? We 53 minutes into this live presentation. You see it for yourself. So, Ms. Lack, I want you to put this link in the stream for me. It's all hot there. You as well. Thank you. And salute the observer stuff, because he's the only one I know that I've seen on YouTube that can actually explain how email works. So let me check this top chat here. All right. Observer stuff. You send a message through internet ports like 3Pop. Most do that without knowing when it comes to emails. Okay. All right. So yeah. So anyway, well, thank you for that observer stuff. Now again, I want my moderator to put this link in the stream for me. Now you see, Dr. Fauci been doing work for a long time. That boy been working. The medical media darling. Idiot basketball player Wardell Stephen Curry. Idiot singer Monica. Love this boy. They've actually interviewed. If you go to Steph Curry's YouTube channel, I'm sorry, Wardell Curry's YouTube channel, you will see where he talked to Fauci and why. Hey, let me check this top chat. Anakin TV. You got to remember every bit of software and hardware technology that creates the internet and cell phone. Yes, I know. There's actually was a book called Soldiers of Reason by I forgot this dude's name, but I read this book a while ago called Soldiers of Reason. And he actually talked about that fact that the internet was not created by Al Gore, but it was basically a network came up by the military that they basically can send stuff encrypted to people without being detected. Look, basically, that's how the internet came to be. Miss Lackey. Shout out to Miss Lackey. She said that thing, all right? This is out of LBGTQ Nation. Dr. Fauci talks about his visit to gay bars and bathhouses for, quote, scientific reasons. Dr. Anthony Fauci has served as the director of the NIAID since 1984. He ain't got nothing right. He has talked about the comparison between HIV and St. Ives-19 before, but now he's revealed that he had to visit gay bars and bathhouses at the height of the HIV epidemic to see how it was decimating the LGBT community. Imagine my shock. You got to go and find out these things. You got to do research. Would I do it? I doubt it. In a sit down with NPR's Terry Gross for the Fresh Air podcast, Fauci talked in depth about his handling of both HIV and the St. Ives-19 during his tenure from the 1980s to today. He reasoned that seeing the saunas and clubs with his own eyes helped him become a better immunologist. Now, look, okay, you're a scientist. Let's continue. This is a quote from Dr. Fauci. This was the very, very early stages of the outbreak. We were seeing these large numbers of mostly gay men who were formerly otherwise well, who were being devastated by this terrible, mysterious disease. And it was so concentrated in the gay community that I really wanted to get a feel for what was going on there that would lead to this exploitation of a sexually transmitted disease. If anybody receiving this transmit, yeah, you know, okay, Anakin TV, great minds. And this is a continued quote. So did I. So I went to the Castro district. This is in San Francisco. So I went to the Castro district. I went down to Greenwich Village and I went into the bathhouses to essentially see what was going on. There, Dr. Fauci said he found, quote, insight he needed to start properly combating this epidemic. This is a quote. I went into the bathhouses to essentially see what was going on. And the epidemiologist went, oh my goodness, this is a perfect setup for the explosion of a sexually transmitted disease. Imagine my shock. Let me read that again. I went into the bathhouses to essentially see what was going on, and the epidemiologist in me said, oh my goodness, this is a perfect setup for an STD. And the same thing going on to the gay bars and seeing what was going on there, it gave me a great insight into the explosiveness of the outbreak of this sexually transmitted disease. Imagine my shock. Salute to Shanita Marie Randall. Gross asked Dr. Fauci if the president at that time, Ronald Reagan, made his job harder. And this is the quote. Reagan was supported by the religious right that had a very anti-gay agenda. Gross noted that, and that was the kind of very central to their political agenda. Do you think that interfered with the kind of funding you needed for your research into AIDS? And this is the quote from Fauci. You know, it did to some extent. I think that the president himself didn't inherently feel that way. I believe because a large part of his constituency was that way. What he did not do is not use his bully pulpit and presidency to gain support against the gays, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. All right? Gross then asked Dr. Fauci about becoming the target of the HIV/AIDS thing, and was it similar to the coronavirus pandemic of 2020? And he said, because Gross said I think you were burned in Ephesus, and there was an image of your head on a spike. Were those threats that you had taken seriously, and do you take them seriously now? And this is a quote from him. He said, absolutely not. And so there you have it for that story. So apparently Dr. Fauci did his research by going into the gay bars and things of that nature. All right, so we're going to segue into this other story. I understand that Dwayne Wade is using his son Zion, not named, I'm not going to even call him that, he'll board. and a video was sent to me by a YouTube by one of my channel judges, and some guy on YouTube named JD Black or something like that. He was talking about how Dwayne Wade is using his son. So he had a problem with it, and so do I. But at the end of the day, that's his son. He does what he does. Transgender remorse is a real thing, and so they trying to change this boy over into a girl. So let me check this top chat right quick. All right. Whoa, hold up. Shout out and respect, dude. Whoa, that's Jay Dunn of Mississippi. What does imagine my shock mean when you're really not shocked? That's called sarcasm, Shanita Marie Random. You and I are of like mind, so you know sarcasm when you see it, right? Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. Lady be unstoppable. Gemini season. Bless up on ourselves. Jay Dunn of Mississippi. Yeah. All right. Salute to Anarchy TV. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So anyway, Miss Lackey, if you're in the stream, this is out of Newsweek magazine. So any of the moderators, feel free to drop this link. Now again, it's a few people on YouTube that are homosexual, and I run with them. They human. That may be something I'm not doing, but still, my problem is that clearly our government under regime commander Joe Biden, they trying to turn transgenderism and make it mainstream. They trying to season children. That's a problem. If you are quote born that way, I can't. Who am I? Who am I to say that you what? But when you actually go on TV and you have what you call it, these drag queens reading to children, that's a problem in my eyes. I'm sorry. But anyway, this is out of Newsweek magazine. Transgender surgery regrets highest in male to female reassignment. All right, so that's the title of the thing. So I'm just gonna touch on something out of Newsweek, and I'm just gonna keep on kicking. I think Dwayne Wade wrong for that. If you a parent worth your salt, however the child, if the child was born gay or whatever it is, let them be that. But when you trying to actually turn them from they were born a boy, and you gonna try to turn them into a female, and you co-signing it, that's just a problem. But this is out of Newsweek magazine. A 2011 study found that sex assignment surgery, more than 300, thank you, Ms. Lackey, there you go. More than 300 Swedish transsexuals faced a higher risk of mortality, suicide, ideation, and psychiatric issues compared with the rest of the population. The researchers concluded, and this is the quote, our findings suggest that sex reassignment, although alleviating gender dysphoria, may not suffice as a treatment for transsexualism and should inspire improved psychiatric and somatic care after sex assignment for that patient group. Okay. In male to female surgeries, doctors will reshape the male genitalia in the form of a vagina. The surgery also includes removing testicles and an inversion of the penis. In the female to male procedures, doctors remove breasts, uterus, ovaries, and extend the urethra so as a transgender man can urinate standing up. Male to female reassignments are more common because they are considered less expensive and more successful. Gender reassignment surgeries are expensive. Male to female procedures cost $7,000 to $24,000, and the cost from female to male procedures can reach $50,000. So there you have it for that quick story. All right. So that's pretty much all I want to say about that. Again, Dwayne Wade do what he do with his son. Gabrielle Union, the stepmom, y'all do what y'all do. But my personal opinion, you shouldn't do stuff like that. Lady be unstoppable. Thank you for sharing the screen. Bless up on herself. Gemini season. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. Miss Lady be unstoppable. This is just crazy. Now, this is the world we live in. It's all hot air. That is just crazy. That's the world we have inherited, because you know we have such a progressive bent now. Everything is all right, and I think like you have to stand up for some stuff, man. Like no, You go the boy was born as such, and now here you are on TV advocating for the child's change. Father God, Father God, my man, salute. So this is the last story here. So I'm 1 hour, 4 minutes into this live presentation. Jay Dunn of Mississippi. I have many trans friends, but I don't believe a child transition at such a young age. There are cases in trans adults where they transition and later want to go back. Right, transgender remorse. That's exactly. Great, Mississippi, you can't stop me. Mississippi, you can't stop Mississippi. Picayune, Mississippi's own Jay Dunn. Yeah, that girl good. She's smart. But yes, it's transgender remorse. It's a very real thing. And Jay Dunn, I don't know if you know it or not, but somebody on TikTok or WhatsApp or some old platform, and I think they got a YouTube channel. I did a video about 2 months ago, and they're actually saying that they think it's wise for children as young as 10 to take gender blocking hormones until they decide what they want to be. You're a channel judge. You can look this up for yourself, and if you find it, you can put it in the stream. But yes, I think you can type in somebody advocates for gender blocking chemicals until they decide what they want to be or something like that. That should pull it up. Jay Dunn, you got to be 100% sure. Yeah, agreed. How she's filed, Lord, salute. Shanita Marie the Florida panelist, Shanita Marie randomly says Sagittarius season. So I have to assume she's born in mid-December, somewhere like that. I would assume. But being that this my platform is Gemini season, you know what I'm talking about. So salute to the Florida panelist, Shanita Marie randomly. Yeah, so this is the last story. We're gonna talk about education. Now, I think I have Sticks Girl of Texas, Shanita Marie randomly, Black Spring with Autumn, Intelligence Done Right. These are educators. It's always Gemini season. Bless up on herself. Oh, okay, Thanksgiving. Okay. Did you know that David Styles of the Locks was born on Thanksgiving? Shanita Marie randomly. Even though he's an idiot, because he said he had the St. Ives 19 in January of last year when nobody was talking about it. I can't confirm or deny that he did have it, but nobody was talking like that. But now you know Styles P out here living guilty of sin, free as a bird. That's why he called himself Holiday Styles, I think, because he was born on Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh, okay, very good, Shanita. Salute to you. Salute to the Florida panelists. Shanita Marie randomly. Miss Lackey, if you would please, I want you to drop Shanita Marie randomly's link in the stream one more time. Whoa, hold up. There she go. Yeah, we first on the scene. Shout out and respect due to Micah B. Thank you for sharing the stream. We first on the scene now. You know me. Yeah. Shout out to Micah B. Them my peoples down in the Carolinas. Thank you for sharing the stream, big time. Okay, Lady Be Unstoppable. I am a 26-year veteran educator. Okay, well, Lady Be Unstoppable, this is out of Fox 13, Baltimore. So, Miss Lackey, I want you to put this link in the stream, or any of the moderators, including you, Lady Be Unstoppable. Absolutely outrageous. But this is our country. This is our country right here. So, Lady Be Unstoppable, this is your assignment. I want you to put this link in the stream for me, if you will, please. Big up on herself. Micah B, salute to Micah B. Micah B, I want you to drop your own link in the stream. Micah B, I need you to drop your YouTube channel link in the stream and let everybody know what time it is. You don't fuck around, so I bangs with you. All right? Salute to Micah B. So Lady Be Unstoppable, I want you to put this link in the stream for me. We 1 hour and 9 minutes. I got to hurry up now, so Lady B, please. All the moderators, I need to see Micah B's link. I need to see this link in the stream so I can go and finish up, because I went over my hour. Hey, Micah B, I got this golden monkey. It's 9.5% alcohol content by volume. In other words, that shit hit. All right? Very serious. Okay, Lady B. Oh, okay, Lady B fast as shit. Okay, Lady B fast as shit. Baltimore high school student fails all but 3 classes over 4 years, ranks near the top of his class. A Baltimore high school student failed all but 3 classes over 4 years and almost graduated near the top half of his class. Here you go, with a 0.13 GPA. Should need a Marie. A Baltimore high school student failed all but 3 classes over 4 years and almost graduated near the top half of his class with a 0.13 GPA, according to local reports. That's Lady B Unstoppable. Lady, you say what? Lady B Unstoppable. Big up on herself. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. This right here. Yeah, Golden Monkey hitting hard. Golden Monkey hitting hard, Michael B. Yeah. Oh, hey, Michael B, I don't see your link, girl. Hey, Michael B, put your YouTube channel link in the stream now. Tiffany France, the mother of the failing student. Oh, and shout out to Bodymore Murderland, because my people's Sugar Sister Stacy down there, Dr. Bombay down there, Deanna Monet TV down there. Let me see, Tina Hartman down there, Sean and Mel down there. All right, so shout out to Bodymore Murderland. That made the pick. Yes, it's right here. It's right here. Fox 13 out of Baltimore, Lady B. See that Miss Lackey just put it there, Lady B. It's right there. Derek ain't gonna lie to you. I don't talk about it if I ain't looked into it. Tiffany France, the mother of the failing students, thought her son would be receiving his diploma from August Fails Savage Institute of Visual Arts in June. However, there you go, Michael B. However, she was surprised to discover that he is being sent back to the 9th grade to start over. France expressed frustration with the school, asking why her son would have to complete 3 more years of high school after the school failed him. France's son failed 22 classes and was late or absent 272 days over the first 3 years of high school. Only one teacher requested a parent-teacher conference, but France said that didn't happen. Despite this, her son still ranked 62nd in his class out of 120 total students. Let me read that again. Let me read that again for the Florida panelists. France's son failed 22 classes and was late or absent 272 days over the first 3 years of high school. Only one teacher requested a parent-teacher conference, but France said this didn't happen. Despite this, her son still ranked 67th out of 120 total students. This is a quote from the teacher. I'm sorry, this is a quote from his mom. They failed their job. They failed. They failed. That's the problem here. They failed. They failed. He didn't deserve that. But if he missed 272 days, he missed almost a calendar year of school. So how did they fail? Fox 45 found that hundreds of students are flunking classes at the August Fails Savage Institute of Visual Arts in West Baltimore. Real quick, I'm gonna cut off real quick. I'm gonna get back. But 2 things. When I never watched The Wire all the way through, but I know it was based in Baltimore. But there was an episode in The Wire where the students would eat and the teachers would turn up the heat so that the students would fall asleep or some old crazy stuff like that. They dirty down there. That's why I call it Bodymore. But myself, I use the word idiot because, and a lot of this girl in Texas say you shouldn't call people idiots. But I was an idiot. I almost failed 12th grade. Well, actually, I should have failed. Looking back on it, I should have graduated in 1986 instead of 1985. And you know why? because I wasn't good at geometry. I know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. That's it. I know the Pythagorean theorem, and that's it. And so I know Miss Ledoux. I don't know if she's still living. I don't know if Miss Ledoux still living, but salute to Miss Ledoux. She gave me a 71. All I needed was a 70. I know look here, Shanita Marie, I know I failed that test. I know I failed that test. I should have flunked. Do you feel me? So we're going to continue here. I know I should have flunked. Michael B, we need a Joe Clark. And yeah, rest in peace to Joe Clark too. He passed, yeah. Oh, okay, well you can have it back. I'm sorry to the Florida panels. Sorry about that. Lady B Unstoppable. What were these educators doing? They said one. They said one. We're going to continue. Old head Deuce, I blame Trump. Lady B Unstoppable. What were the parents doing? I'm going to get to what she was doing. The school failed them and his parents failed. Okay. Lady B Unstoppable. They can't just blame the teachers though. Parents need to be aware of their students. Derek C. Williams. I work with my son every weekend on math and science. Okay. Derek C. Williams, a teacher told me I was the worst student she ever had and I could not contain my laugh. I was like that too. Whoa, there she go. Bless up on herself. Cindy Randall. Wagwan. Okay, so we're going to get to what Lady B just was asking about. Fran says she has 3 children and works 3 jobs and didn't realize. Let me read again, Lady B. Fran says she has 3 children and 3 jobs and didn't realize her son was failing until February. Even though he was failing classes, the school continued to promote him after failing Spanish and Algebra 1s, respectively. The school still allowed him to take Spanish 2 and Algebra 2. And this is a quote. I'm just assuming that if you are passing, that you have the proper things to go into the next grade and the right grades, you have the right credits. This is from his mama. So again, this is the mama saying this. I'm just assuming that if you are passing, that you have the proper things to go to the next grade and the right grades, you have the right credits. That's what his mama say. Shanita Marie randomly. I wasn't good at geometry neither. It happens. She continued. I feel like they never gave my son an opportunity. Like if there was an issue with him not advancing or not progressing, they should have contacted me first. 3 years ago. August Fail did not immediately respond to the inquiry from Fox News. And so there you have it for that story. All right? So, I'm sorry. Let me, as a follow-up, France pulled her son out of school, and he is currently enrolled in an accelerated program that could allow him to graduate in 2023. So there you have it for that story. So again, I want to shout out and respect to everybody who came through today. All right? Yeah. So we're going to go and get ready to close. And I want to thank Shanita Marie for coming through. Bless her heart. Lady B Unstoppable. Oh my gosh, they failed him more because he shouldn't have done Algebra 2 unless he failed Algebra 1. I know. No child left behind. This little D student did. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So there you have it for everything I got for today. Again, I got a video coming up to either probably Saturday night or early Sunday morning regarding something that Fauci said basically in a moment of candor, admitting what I've been saying all along. So y'all have to tune into the YouTube channel for those of y'all who are subscribed and see what the good doctor said. And the title of that presentation will be called The Sage Wisdom of Anthony Fauci. And when you hear what he said, you're gonna fall out. You're gonna take a page out of Shanita Marie Randomly's line, and you're gonna say, imagine my shot. So I want to shout out my channel judges and all moderators. It would be helpful if you drop some of these links for these YouTube channels as I call them out. Now, of course, if you are a moderator, you may drop your own link. So Lady B Unstoppable, I want you to drop your link, okay? Set up. I want you to set up and flame them. I want you to march out, Lady B. All right, march out. All right. These district educators will pass these students eat what they felling. Yeah. All right. So anyway, here we go. My first channel judge ever is Spicy Kai, the best shooter on YouTube. Wax Dog, the definition of anarchy. No nonsense Stucky, a sense of eye. Carter Club, Stinks Girl of Texas. All media access news. Mrs. Money to you. Sheila Cherry, Carolina Hillbilly 1961. Aisha of Memphis, Snap Shawty, Jay Dunn, both of Mississippi. Dave Durango, the Miss Yo-Yo Show, Angela M, Cindy Bridge, Triumphant Tip of Maryland, the DMV. California Dream, the NYC, Hot in Cali, Jay's Off-Brand TV, Baltimore Stand Up, Crown Empress, SF Rose, the Lockhart Perspective, Black Spring with Autumn, Intelligence Done Right, Soldier for John, TR9, Eric X, and last but certainly not least, my heart on YouTube, Bronx Bread, Sugar Sister Stacy. So again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. I want to thank everyone who actually shared the stream. And also, I want I believe it's all hot air or Miss Lackey. I sent y'all a video. I did a video last year called Spring Forward, Fall Back. And when you see that video, you're actually going to see why daylight savings time came to be. It ain't got nothing to do with the movement of the sun or the planets. When you see why daylight savings came to be, you're going to say, out of here. But yes, I did a video last year called Spring Forward, Fall Back. As y'all know, it's going to be daylight savings time. We're going to lose an hour. Rente, lele, blue, blah, bling. But yeah, so I want It's All Hot Air or Lady, I'm sorry, it's all, hold up. Carol Unstoppable UK. Shout out and respect due. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. Yeah, but I did a video called Spring Forward, Fall Back. And when y'all see the origin of daylight saving times, you're going to say, no way. Yes way. Yes way. All right. So yeah, thank you. It's all hot air. So yeah, so I'm trying to think. I believe that video is what It's All Hot Air just dropped. So yeah. So anyway, like I said, so this is daylight savings time. So remember y'all, make sure y'all set y'all clocks ahead 1 hour. And It's All Hot Air. I want you to drop the link for medical racism. It's a documentary. It's an hour-long documentary that was done by Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Children's Health Defense. And it's going to give you a comprehensive history of medical experimentation on Black and brown people throughout time and all that other stuff. You're going to see where during the Tuskegee experiment, William Jefferson Clinton, Bill Clinton, actually apologized to the people of Tuskegee for over 40 years, injecting them with a sexually transmitted disease. You feel me? Actually, a lot of people don't know that the syphilis program was actually carried out in Guatemala. And Guatemalan farmers were given syphilis as well. The Obama administration apologized to them a few years back. All y'all can look this stuff up for yourself, but yes, they actually gave syphilis to migrants in Guatemala, right in league with how they did the Black people in this country. And all they wanted to do is just study the effects. That's all. Nothing, it's all for the greater good. In medical settings, they say in order to heal, you have to harm. This is well known. All right. So yeah. All right. So yeah. So thank you, with Lady B Unstoppable. Thank you. It's All Hot Air. Yeah. Oh, so Lady B Unstoppable, you say when? You want to be more specific, Lady B. When what? When did Clinton? I assume you're talking about when Clinton apologized. I have to assume that was sometime in the late 1990s. But when the time changed. Okay, the time changed this weekend. Saturday night, you're gonna have to move your clock up an hour. So what I do is like Saturday afternoon, like tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna move, like say 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'm gonna move all the clocks in my house up to 4 o'clock. Like that way I don't forget, But yeah, so time change is actually this weekend. But I did a video called Spring Forward, Fall Back. And like I said, when you see the origins of it, what do they say? Truth is stranger than fiction. It really is. So again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. I want y'all to have a great rest of the weekend and an even better week forthcoming. Again, I have a video for the medical media darling tomorrow. All y'all take care. And again, Derek, I go first point of scene. All y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die. Salute.